All right. We got our horse and we got our rider. Now what we want to do is we want to do the legs for him, okay? Now what I did is I went ahead and whittled one of the legs for Ichabod here, and as you see, we put it like this, the legs are like that. All right, I just went ahead and whittled one of them just to try it out and show you. And then I'm not going to whittle two legs because it's pretty simple, as you see, what is necessary. And then I have the arms here, and I'll whittle one of the arms, and then I'll show you, you know, how that goes. Okay, the legs, she said, should be cut out of 3/16, but I didn't have any 3/16 pine, so I cut it out at about 1/4 inch or maybe a little bit bigger. I whittled the piece out. Like here's the blank right here, which is a little bit larger, but it'll be cut down, in other words, and cut down quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is, okay, now one of the things you want to see is this. All right, when you go to whittle the hands, make sure that this flat side is on this side and the flat side is on this side, okay? Make sure it's like that. Now, one of the ways you can do that is to take and put an X on this side so that you don't cut on this side to shape it, and then put an X over here so that you will cut on this side, okay? And I'll show you how to do that. Now on the leg, since he is like this, then you want to cut this one out on this side, which means that you want to put X's over here because you don't want to, you know, you don't want to shape it like this. You want to shape it like this, in other words. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to use this as a excuse me, as a thing. Actually, it's going to be like this, in other words, okay? So we want to go ahead and bring this down, okay? Now you want to watch your grain. I'm using I'm using sugar pine, so it's got quite a bit of grain in it. So you want to be real careful. Like I said, this is for this side, right here, and you want to be real careful as you bring it down that you don't. You know, the grain's going to be kind of tough. You really going to have to change. Now, that, like I said, this is sugar pine, basswood. You probably won't have that kind of trouble, but I am with this one. And it's not trouble. It's just, you know, so that you don't have breakage and everything. And you take this one and you look at it as you begin to bring it down and get it the way that you want it. Okay? And shape it that way. So yeah, there's no use carving two legs. I mean, it's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Just the main thing is that when you go to whittle it, you want to make sure that the flat side is against the thing here. Okay. See, I even cut this a little bit long. So this is going to have to be cut down quite a bit. Okay. I hope everybody is well. And like I said, here's where's the arms? I don't know if I put them down there. Yeah, I put them over there. And we're going to do the same things with the arms. In other words, as we go. You know, when you have to, you have a project like this where you're carving the arms and all that separate, you've got a lot of carving to do. In other words, I mean, because you're not exactly going. And like I said, in the original thing, it said you want it to be 3/16 inch thick. Well, I didn't have 3/16, so I had, actually I had 3/4, and all I did is I cut it on the bandsaw, and then I cut it down to make it much, much smaller. So, anyway. I hope everybody's well. It's a very rainy day here. And once again, we went through a drought, and now we've got these rainy days and all that, and I've been dealing with the wreck that I've been in, and I'm fine. My car had some damage, and I think I told you about that. The lady lost control, and next to me, and it just kind of veered into me. She tore her car up really bad. They had to tow it away because she just going to kind of put it on there like that and get it down. There we go. Now look at that. See, as you kind of get things kind of match as you get things down. That's what you do. See, that's why I went ahead and carved me one, and then I just kind of make a pattern for it, and so now this is a lot bigger. That's really going to have to come down, and this is going to have to come down. They had to tow her car away. It was really torn up bad. And so, okay, I just kind of, okay, I'm going to have to come in a little bit more. This is a little bit longer, so I'm going to have to take some of this off. Yeah, it's good to have a pattern to go by. And just put it on there like that. And we're going to bring this down a little bit more. And yeah, they had to tow her car. Her car had to be towed. It was in pretty bad shape. She had hit the concrete embankment. We don't really know why she lost control of the car. And I just called to get the police report. It's not finished yet, but the name that she gave me of who the insurer was, I called. He had Allstate, and I called him, and Allstate's claiming they don't have anybody of that name. So the thing is, I said it was in Texas, but he may live somewhere else and work here in Texas. I don't know, and he could have given a false name. Who knows? But I imagine when this is all over, I'm pretty sure my uninsured motors is going to have to kick in. I don't know. Maybe some of you know out there the answer to this, but he wasn't driving. The guy who supposedly was insured, he was not driving. His wife was driving, and I think I told you this. And she could not speak any English. And she could not, she was not, didn't even have a driver's license. So even if he has insurance, Allstate might fight me on this, because they'll say that that I, since she was not insured. Now I don't know if that's true or not. I can't say for sure if that's true or it's not true. or anything like that. But since she was not a insured driver in it, they may give me trouble saying that, well, they don't have to cover it or whatever it is. I'm not sure about that. I'm really not sure, but someone told me that if she is not the insured driver, then Allstate might fight you on that. They may not pay. I mean, I know it was his fault that she was driving, and she shouldn't have been driving, but because she didn't have a driver's license, which is not good. But that isn't always the case. Like I said, I hope that oops, come on, this. But I'm not sure if Allstate will give me an issue with that, because she was not driving. They might. Who knows? I mean, insurance companies, everybody knows what I dealt with in Harvey, and that was with Allstate. Everybody knows what I dealt with those people. They wouldn't pay for my house like they should. So I just basically, I had to end up suing them, and everybody knows that drama. So, but that's why we carry uninsured motors, folks. We carry uninsured motors because we know and understand that that kind of stuff. The life is not fair. It's not. It's you say, well, I buy insurance, and I do this and I do that, and why in the world don't other people have to? Well, they should. They're supposed to. But we all know that. We all know what in the world happens there. We know that there are people that will have insurance, there are people that won't. So you run into this. Okay, see how I'm getting pretty close to getting it the way we want it. But yeah, there's an issue there, and it's just not good. That I have a feeling I'll be gotta get this shoe down, foot down. I mean, this boot. It's a boot, is what it is. Like I said, I don't know what they will do as far as saying that they don't have to insure because she wasn't an insured driver. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously his fault that he's letting his wife drive, but that doesn't, people know that doesn't mean anything, okay? I mean, we all know that. I mean, we wish that life was fair, but it's not. It's not fair, and we go through, okay, this is looking good. We go through a lot, and that's just the way life is. That's why we carry uninsured motors, so that we can, and I don't know if my insurance will go up when I use the uninsured motors, but insurance company, I mean, they're going to go up anyway. Our insurance companies are constantly going up with their stuff, so there's nothing different of what is going on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut the boot here. Cut the boot for the thing. It's almost the way we want it. But that's just the drama. I mean, I went through 2 years of fighting the insurance company to just get basically $40,000 to $50,000 more for my house, because they just did not give me what I should have got. They give people, unfortunately, I was able to fight them, most people are not able to fight them. They have to get back in their house, or they have to, after a flood like this. So I met a lot of people that they couldn't fight them. They had to get back in the house. They had to do something. So they just took what they gave them. So anyway, we'll see. All right, now I'm just kind of put that together, and let me. All right, well, let's look at these are, looking at them, they're both about the same. They're both about the same. And let me come down a little bit more with this, just kind of coming. It's the back side of it. So we want to go, since it's the back side of it, we want to go all the way around with our boot. Okay? Now on this side, we don't have to go all the way around with the boot, but I mean, we can go ahead and do it. But you don't really see it. You don't really see it from the thing right here. When you're looking at it, it's the boot is just right there. All right, well, this is our, and this side is like this. I'll have to measure. Okay, now if we look at him sitting on the horse, we have our leg that basically comes up into here somewhere and sits even with this. And then we have this side that's going to do the same. It's going to come up, and it's going to be, he's going to be sitting backside on the horse. Okay. All right. Now let's look at the arms. Okay. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to carve one of the arms, and this is the pattern for it. And the arms go somewhere up into there. That's why I wanted you to keep this area flat. Okay. I wanted you to keep it flat because, and as we see on the horse here, as he sits back here, I'm sorry, the arm will fit up here somewhere like this, like he's on the horse. All right. Now, once again, I have this. This is the side that goes here. I have this mark that you do not do this. Okay. And this side will go like this. All right, let's go ahead and work on our arm right here, and then we'll use this as a pattern for the other arm. Okay, and watch your, basically, it's just shaping it and bringing it down. Very simple. These are very simple things to do. It just takes some time to do it, in other words. And we want to bring this down. You want to bring the corners down where it's not so thick, but you don't want it to be too thin. But I mean, you want to shape the different shapes that you have. Okay. All right, let's see. We'll come down a lot more. Now, one of the things we want to do is we're going to come in here and we want to go ahead and put where the hand is, okay? So just like the boot, we're going to come around here and we're going to go from the inside of this, do a little, and come from the inside of this, go down, and come from the inside of this, and go it down, okay? and then we just come down with the hand, okay? Now we can put fingers, but we don't have to put fingers on him necessarily. Watch it on the grain here. And then once you get this hand done, then you just follow it with the other hand. In other words, you used, like I say, most of this is just shaping. It's just shaping this character. Yeah, if you have any information out there and could tell me concerning whether a person who is uninsured, who is driving a car that has no business drive. Now, I'm not saying that this person was not on the insurance, and perhaps if they just have liability, that will cover me, but may not cover them. I don't know. Allstate may have a big argument there with the fact that she did not have a license, and I basically think the lady, I think, was probably illegal. I don't think that she was probably legal. She could not speak any English. She had two little babies in the car, a 4-year-old and a little baby, and I felt sorry for him in that sense. But she shouldn't have been driving, and I don't know why she lost control. She just lost control, and okay, that's looking pretty good. We're getting pretty close in here. We're just going to take some more off in here, and so I don't know if they will cover it. I really don't. It may end up with me having to file for uninsured motors. It's hard to say. I tried to look it up on the internet, and really, it doesn't really cover that particular situation